Good evening, good evening. Coming, make yourself at home. My name is Sunshine Chikizie, and I want to first apologize that we're not able to meet last Saturday. I think that was the only Saturday we missed since we started this series. So, how are you doing? How is your week winding up or your weekend? I hope that you're having a great time. So we're supposed to start by 9, but I came a bit earlier so that I can catch up with a few persons before we kickstart what we have for this evening. All right. So once you come in, just shout out to me, tell us your name and where you're watching from in the comment section, and also you can subscribe, check out my videos and subscribe. All right, so basically what we want to do this evening is to plan our 2025 together. Please, I just saw that somebody joined. Say your name in the comment section. Let me just hail you a bit. All right, please just say your name in the comment section. Let me hail you a bit. Thank you for my live, and please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. So like, this life is about planning our 2025, and I want us to do it together. I'm just going to run you through how I am preparing for my 2025. I do not believe that you have to. Is it 5 already? Is it 9 already? Because it's like I'm already talking. Yeah, like I was saying, I do not believe that you have to wait to cross over. You have to wait till 1st of January 2025 before you do all of those, all of those normal things that we do: New Year resolution, write down your dreams and your goals, all of those things. I don't believe that you have to wait up until that time before you begin to plan. All right, so for me, I have already started planning my 2025. I've already started planning, and I've already started taking steps. So thank you so much for joining. For the persons who just joined, please say hi to me in the comment section. All right, let me also say hi to you, and by all means subscribe. Hello. Is it Webby? Is it Wide? I don't want to ruin the pronunciation of your name, right? Is it El Jasma? Oh, thank you so much. Hi. Please. I'm so excited. People are joining my live. So please just comment, and subscribe. Also, your subscription will mean a lot to me, right? So basically, what I'm talking about. Hello, Jen. People are saying hi to me. I'm so excited. Hello, God's daughter. Good evening. I'm so happy. You guys are just making my evening. Thank you. Hello, Jane. What I'm doing, okay, I wanted us to plan our 2025 together, if you don't mind, right? Hello, James. James is from Texas. Good evening, James. Thank you so much for joining my live. So, Jane, you're asking what I'm doing, and I was trying to explain that we want to have a conversation about our 2025, right? So that we can start planning already. How many subs do I have? I think I have over 600 subs yet. Hopefully we'll get more. Thank you for asking. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, I do not believe that we have to wait till 2025 before we start planning our 2025. No, you don't have to wait till you cross over. You can start now, right? And I've started planning my 2025. So I decided that, okay, you know what? Let us jump on a live and let me share with people. Let's talk about it together and see how we can plan our 2025 together. Hello, Pratik. Hi to you too, Pratik. Hi to you too. What do I do for career? I'm a broadcaster. All right, my name is Sunshine Chikezie, right? Please subscribe. My name is Sunshine, right? So I'm a broadcaster by profession, but I just love to do several other things, like jump on a live like this and talk. All right. What are those stickers on my wall? Just, you know how it is. You know how it is when you just jot down things that are important to you and just paste them on your wall where you can see them, you know. So, yeah, those are the things on my wall. Thank you so much. So sometimes you just look at it and you just remind yourself of some things. You know how it is, right? Vision, make it plain, all of that. So those are the things that are on my wall. Thank you. Oh, Gosuta said pretty name. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, recognizing that I am so sweet, it also means that you're a sweet person. Pratik, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, for the conversation that we had, what church do I go to? I attend CCI. It's called Celebration Church here in Nigeria. It's also in the abroad. So my lead pastor is Pastor Aaron. So CCI is my church, Celebration Church International. God's daughter. That answer is for you because she just asked me a question. Oh wow, yes. Yes. Where do you live? I live in Nigeria. I love this catching up that we're doing. I'm just excited. Do I work where? God's daughter, do I work where in CCI? I need to understand your question. Okay, Pratik, no, I do not come every day. It's mostly on, Saturdays, on weekends, in the evenings. Do I work in church? So I signed up to be part of what's that thing called? Sunshine. I signed up to be part of the people that welcome first timers. I've forgotten what they call them in CCI, and it's my bad. Right. So yeah, I'm supposed to start off tomorrow. I just finished my membership class and all of that. You know how it is. So yeah, thank you. I am single. I am not married. I'm just answering questions this night. I love it. I'm loving it. Yes, I'm single. I am not married. Thank you for asking. Okay. So any more questions before I move forward? Please, I hope you are subscribing to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, please. Yes, so I was talking about us working on our 2025 together. And oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Pratik. And I was talking about working on our 2025 together. And I mentioned that first, what I'm doing for myself. Okay, your parents are pastors. Pastors where? Is it in CCI or in another church? I don't know. Is it in CCI? My dad is also a pastor in Assemblies of God Church. Pratik, what are you saying? Oh, okay. I don't know. Me too. I don't know why. I don't know why, but thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being kind with your comment. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, like I was saying, the first thing that I've been able to do with myself in preparation for 2025 is to review my 2024, because that's a good place to start. I mentioned earlier that we don't have to wait till 2025 to start planning for 2025. We have to be very, very proactive, with planning about planning our 2025 and, basically preparing ourselves to not allow 2025 take us by surprise, and we have to. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Your parents preach around the world. That's good to know. And, we have to, jump in fast before the rush starts. All right. Okay, Pratik, you're in India. That's fantastic. Oh. Shout out to Indian people in the house. Good to know that you're in India. Oh, okay, your feeling sleep is fine. You can stay for some time and then you can go and sleep. I don't know what time it is in India at the time. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way, right? So I think that is already 9 and we have to jump into our conversation for today because I came in earlier so that I can just talk and catch up before we start our conversation for today. So thank you for engaging me. I've just been talking since I came and answering questions. Thank you so much. So let's jump into our conversation for today. Lots of love to you, Pratik. I appreciate you. Welcome, Oluchi. Thank you for being here. So I don't want to because today I don't have notes, so I don't have notes. I'm just talking today because I just felt led to just share, how I'm planning for my 2025. So if you distract me, I'll now start thinking, how do I go back? How do I, yeah. So let's begin. Thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. I appreciate you, Pratik. So, like I was saying, for me, what I've started doing as I'm planning for 2025, that I've started reviewing 2024. When we entered 2024, I had plans for my 2024. I had a lot of plans for my 2024. But the question is, how did they go? Was I able to smash all of my plans, tick everything off my to-do list, all of the things that I planned for 2024? Was I able to do that? That's where you're going to start. Some of the things that you said that you're going to do for yourself in 2024, were you able to do them? Because before you start planning for 2025, you have to review your 2024. What went right? What went wrong? What can you improve on? You're the one that knows the things that you plan for in 2024. For me, 2024, I really didn't do much. It was a transition season for me. I felt that I was going to do more for myself in 2024. But somehow job called because I resigned from my job in Kaduna State, Nigeria, and I was supposed to, relocate to Abuja, right? So most of the things that I planned that I was going to do for myself in 2024, it just paused. I have an NGO that caters to the needs of young boys and also teenagers. So every year we plan to do conferences, school tours. We reach out to schools. So like that's my purpose. That's what gives me joy. That's what brings light into my life. I build my year around that, impact young people. So for me, when a year ends, I ask myself, how many young people were you able to reach out to? How many young people crossed your path and they were blessed in one way or the other, right? So I won't say that I totally failed in it in 2024, but school tours, we're not able to do school tours. Conferences, we're not able to do conferences. Why? Because I moved to a new environment. I needed to settle in, and you don't even want to, So the thing is, even from 2020 January up until now, I have switched like 2 jobs in this Abuja. So it's just a lot of switching and transitioning. So it stalled a lot of things that I plan to do for myself. But it did not also mean that, I did not meet some of the things that, that were in my heart to do, right? So I set up like a major thing that I did for myself that made me happy, or for my NGO, was that, I set up another of my teenagers community here in Abuja. And it was really a big deal for me. So it was more like a consolation for me, right? It was more like a consolation for me. And it's something to hold on to, right? So because what are we doing first? We're reviewing our 2024. That's where I said that we're going to start. This life is not going to be so long, so I hope that you're taking notes. What is somebody saying? Lots of distractions in my mind while studying. I don't know, but somewhere a good vibe is being sensed, and I find you an intelligent person. Pratik, I also think that you are an intelligent person, and you've already identified the problem. So it's one thing to not know what the problem is. You've already identified the problem. You said that while you're studying, you're always distracted. Now the question is, what is distracting you? You said lots of distractions. What are those things that are distracting you? That's a question that you need to answer for yourself. Do you like to play games? Are you always on your phone? Do you have a lot of thoughts on your mind? What are some of those things that are distracting you? You are the one that will eliminate them. Do you understand? So you said many things. Outline them. Get a sheet of paper. Write down the things that are distracting you from studying. You know that this studies is very, very important, unless it's not important to you, unless your grades are not important to you, unless you don't have a goal in mind, unless you don't have what you're chasing. You're going to ask yourself, these distractions and my studies, which one do I want more? Which one would profit me more? Is it the distractions or is it my studies? Which one should I prioritize? So when you are able to answer that question for yourself, you now begin to, so if it's the studies that you want to prioritize that is more important and profitable for you, you now ask yourself, so this thing that is getting in the way, how do I cut it down? If it's my phone, right? During the times when I'm studying, how can I just put off my phone and keep it away? Or if I am studying with my phone, because there are some persons who use maybe their tablets or their phones or their laptops or whatever to study. How do I turn off all of the notifications popping up, YouTube notification pop up, WhatsApp pop up? How do I do all of that? For me, when I want to shut down from distractions, social media or whatever, maybe I have something very important to do. What I basically do is that I tell myself that, okay, you know what? Okay, I always start scrolling. You see, I always start scrolling. That's one of the major things that distracts you. You're going to tell yourself that you would have to stop scrolling. Yes, there's really no biggie about it. Do you understand? Like I was saying, what I used to basically do for myself is that I would ask myself, okay, how many hours are in a day? 24 hours, right? How many hours can I take out of a day and focus totally on this thing that I want to do now? How many hours would I give this particular thing that I want to do now? You are going to decide that for yourself. You know how you plan your day. So say, for instance, if it is 2 hours that you are going to keep for your studies, you are going to decide that these 2 hours that I'm giving my studies now, nobody is going to distract me. Nothing is going to distract me. I am not going to scroll aimlessly. But 2 hours out of 24 hours, you have the remaining hours to scroll if you want to. So for these 2 hours, I'm going to dedicate my time to study. Nobody is going to do it for you. Nobody is going to help you. You are the one who knows how important whatever it is that you're studying is. And you're going to be the one who would make sure that you achieve it, you actualize that goal of studying. So at that time, when it's time for you to study, you turn off everything that would distract you. If you have to chat up your friends or chat up your family members and say, I'm putting off my phone now, and I want to focus on something, in case you're trying to reach out to me via call and you're not able to reach me. Sometimes I put my phone on flight mode. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? So I put my phone on flight mode and I focus. You keep your phone somewhere in your living room and you go to your study area in your room and sit down and read. If you have a laptop, you use your laptop in case you need to maybe browse some things on the internet. Just keep your phone. Since your phone is the major distraction, because anytime you touch it, you're going to keep scrolling. Keep it somewhere that is far away from you and focus, because it's really left for you. Do you understand the points I'm trying to make? And I really hope this helps. All right. So, and thank you for asking. I appreciate you. So back to what I was talking about planning our 2025. I've talked about reviewing your past year. Right? Reviewing your past year. What are some of the things that you entered into the year with? A lot of us, we had goals, we had visions, we had things that we planned for in 2024. What are those things? You know them. I just told you my own. How my every year revolves around impact for me. So that's how I measure if my year was really successful or not. And for me, I don't think it was totally bad. We just didn't do some major things that we used to do. And it was because of transition and all of that. Do you understand the points I'm trying to make? In the aspect of impact, I have over 35 teenagers here in Abuja at the time. In fact, we had our meeting today and they've started planning their anniversary. My teenagers in Kaduna are planning their anniversary. So for the impact, I was able to cross paths with some amazing young people. I've been training is amazing. But, for the boys, for other projects, I wasn't able to do that. And there are reasons attached to it. So if you're like me, you also analyze that for yourself. Did you plan that you were going to, my name is Sunshine, 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 Chike, Sunshine, right? Did you plan that you were going to apply for scholarships, right? Did you plan that you were going to learn to drive a car? What did you plan for the year? This 2024, what did you plan? You know your plans, review them. Did you work it out? Are there some things that worked? Are there some things that did not work? Bye, Pratik. Thank you so much for engaging me. I appreciate you. And thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Right? So did it work? Did it not work? Analyze. Then the next thing that I am doing for 2025 now is that I've started asking myself, what are the things? Oh, yeah, we'll meet next Saturday. Thank you so much. What are the things that you want for 2025? What are the things that you want to do better in 2025? Are there things? It's okay if you were not able to achieve most things. I mean, you are alive, so you can as well be grateful for that and move on with that mindset that since I'm alive, I mean, I can do better in 2025. So you're now asking yourself, are there things that I have to move over to 2025? What are those things that I want to achieve in 2025? You're asking yourself, how am I going to be able to achieve it? What do I need to achieve those things? Right? For me, I want my NGO to be up and grateful now with the talk for Nigeria. But I want my NGO to like really start functioning properly in 2025. We have finished the registration and everything. You know, I want it to start functioning as a proper organization where people are actually working and we're doing what we are supposed to be doing. Do you understand? No excuses, no nothing. We're functioning properly like a proper NGO. That's what I want for my NGO in 2025. I started thinking about how many schools we're going to visit, how many boys, because I want to create some clubs and all of that in some schools. I started thinking about it. I started thinking about my teens community. How are we going to expand? What more can we do with our teens community? I've started thinking about it. I've started thinking about our 2025 conference. Our major conference is called Unmasking Masculinity. It's for boys. I started thinking about it. How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do this? What is the major challenge? Is it funding? Is it resources? Is it volunteers? Is it people? You're writing that, you're thinking. You have to sit with yourself. Sit with yourself. Keep your phone. Sit with yourself. Analyze. Are there things that I was supposed to do last year that I need to move over to 2025? What is the reason why I was not able to achieve that thing in 2024? You have to note that down. In case that thing springs up again in 2025, you know how to maneuver it. All right? So when you're done with that, when you're done with listing the things that you need to do in 2025, the next thing I'm doing, I'm trying to round up because I don't have a lot of time this evening. The next thing I'm doing is pray. This entire month, I'm on a retreat this November, December. I'm on a retreat. I don't know if you're a child of God, the people that are listening, or I am a child of God. I believe in the power of prayers. I believe that God can help a man. I believe that, God can give you speed. I believe in the authenticity in God's word. I believe that God can answer prayers. It has worked for me time and time again. Right? So the third thing I'm doing, because I'm telling you what I'm doing so that, you can copy and paste for your 2025, right? The third thing I'm doing is what? I'm praying. I've started retreating for 2025. You don't have to wait for 2025 before you now do the general January fast that every church used to do that. Some people don't even used to be, they don't even used to do it. Do your own retreat. Retreat is a time of reflection. It's a time of, asking God questions and getting answers and praying and asking God for direction and asking God what He wants you to do, how you can do it better, asking for the resources it's a time for prayer. You are the one that will now know how you will do your own retreat. Like for me, I'm fasting, right? So what I basically do is that I fast during the week and I during the weekends I rest. I continue the next week. Saturday, Sunday, I don't fast. Monday to Fridays, I fast. From morning to 4, I break by 4. Whatever works for you. You can decide by till 12 p.m. However your body can carry, but just Just retreat. Thank God for your 2024 so far. Be grateful for how far that God has brought you. Be grateful. Then ask questions. Don't wait for 2025 to meet you. Go first. Go into 2025 first. You can go into 2025 with your mind. You can go into 2025 with prayers. You can go into 2025 with the Spirit of God. Yes, you can go in and start preparing the way. Yes. Before everybody starts entering you, you have entered already. You do it in the place of prayer. You do it with declarations. You are declaring into your 2025. And you say 2025, you must answer me. You have to answer me. 2025, the things that I failed in 2024, I will not fail in 2025. In 2025, I'm achieving my goals. In 2020, you are declaring, you are using the scripture. In 2025, nothing shall by any means hurt me and my family. You are declaring, I excel in 2025. You are declaring, you are praying, you are tarrying. You are also asking God questions. God, what do you want me to do in 2025? Because you might think that you have it figured out. Oh yes, take for instance, for me that I've told you that this is what I'm planning, that is what I'm planning. In the place of prayer, God might say, Sunshine, sorry to burst your bubble. You're not doing conference in 2025. Maybe you have to do maybe visitation of remand home or whatever. God can switch things. I mean, the Bible says that even before you were formed in your mother's womb, He knew you. He knows you. He knows your name. He knows your calling. He knows what is written in your books. If you give Him permission, He can alter things and put you, towards the right direction. The Bible says that the path of the righteous is like a shining light. It shines brighter and brighter. There's a path that shines brighter and brighter. God can direct you to that path. All these things, you're only going to achieve it in the place of prayer. So allow prayer go into your 2025. Use prayer to go into your 2025 and begin to fix things. And begin to fix things. And then the next thing I want to talk about, which might also be the last, is that you're going to have to start taking steps. Yes. Start taking steps. Now, you don't have to wait for 2025 to begin to take steps. For me, I'm using myself and my plans as an example. Me and my partners, we're meeting tomorrow. I've already started saying, okay, let's have strategic meeting 2020. In fact, companies that know what they are doing have already started planning for 2025 already. So why should I not plan? Why should I wait for 2025 to start planning? Call for meeting if you need to call for meeting. Design those things if you need to design them. Write that proposal if you need to write that proposal. Reach out to this person if you need to reach out. Those little steps, they are steps of faith and obedience. It's telling God that I'm ready. God, I did not just come to pray. I'm also, faith without work is dead. It's an act of faith that you're even taking a step, trusting that God is going to lead you. Action is very important. The things that you have lined up that you will do for 2025, begin to do what's that thing called again? Just start, basically. Start. Put your team together. Start talking to, if you need to talk to people, start just saying, that in 2025, these are the plans that I have, I will need you on board. If he's a photographer, maybe you want to start a podcast, start thinking, start asking, please, do you know any photographer that can charge me for a particular amount? Do you know? Do something towards the goals that you have set for yourself in 2025. Yes. And the last thing that I want to talk about is that decide. I've told myself, decide that in 2025, no matter what, no excuse. No, we're not giving excuses in 2025. No. We cannot afford to give excuses in 2025. We're going to focus on our goals with prayers and with strategic planning and action, and we're going to make sure that we conquer. We're going to make sure that we tick off all of those things that we put on our 2025 list. We're going to make sure that we're going to focus and persevere till the end. That by December 2025, we have smiles on our face that, oh wow, I finished it off. Oh wow, by the help of God, look at what I was able to do. Like, let it be that when 2025 is finishing, you're seeing a tangible thing that you don't need to crush all of your goals, but you're seeing that, I did a tangible thing with my life. If you want to jackpot, start now. I think that applications have started. Start browsing what applications, school applications, this, that. If you need to get your passport, it's now. All of these things is now. You're going to decide that you're determined. You're not going to let anybody talk you out of anything. And let me also tell you, if you have a vision that is still a baby, by baby, I mean that it's still in the thought process, it's still in the idea process, it's still in the pregnancy stage. Share it to everybody, because not everybody will believe what God has put in your heart. It's only you that understands the urgency and the heaviness of whatever it is that God has put in your heart. And somebody might talk you out of it, not because they hate you. Not because they hate you, but because maybe they don't want you to stress. Maybe they just feel like maybe if you fail now, you'll beat yourself up. They're just trying to protect you. They're just trying to protect you. But that's not what you want. That's not what you want. Allow yourself to, carry that thing, incubate it, bet it. Hey, you can now start sharing with people. When you have now given birth to the dream. Another thing also is make sure that you're not listening to naysayers. Or maybe you did something and you posted, somebody says, oh, this is a terrible thing. Oh, this is this. And before you know what is happening, you have given up. It's on you. Anybody that gives up is really on them. They are not ready. Because this life that we are in, you can never really please anybody. No. There's somebody tomorrow that is still not going to like you. Still not going to like what you do. So work with people that want to work with you. Work with people that believe in you. And move. Understand that you are not living for yourself, and that there are people who are counting on you to move, counting on you to take action, counting on you to make that decision that I will never give up, counting on you to make that decision that no excuse. There are people that are supposed to drink from you. And if you don't get your acts together, it's not about you. Life is really not about you. What do you have to offer to the world? That's purpose. If you just come and you just live and you just die and go like that, does it even really make any sense? That's why I used to always say, catch a vision, and start doing so. You will see how you start living a very fulfilling life. Me, some days I will not even have 1 naira in my account. Sometimes I will just put everything I have in my project. I will drink garri. It's not my business. So as far as I'm touching life, as far as somebody reaches out to me and says, Sunshine, thank you for that event. My life changed. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. I appreciate you for this. I remember one event that we did one time, and after how many months, somebody reaches out to us on social media to say, I didn't even know the people that attended the event, right? One guy, he reached out to us on social media to say, thank you for that event. Because of the things I heard in that event, I reconciled with my dad. If you see the joy in my heart, I'm like, even if it's only because of this guy that I did this event, no wahala, bad à moi. Like bad à moi. Gaskiya, right? Catch a vision. Decide that in 2025 we'll persevere till the end by the hand of God, with the grace of God. So these are just a few things I decided to just take out time to share this evening. Let me run it down again. I said, number one, I said it's important to start planning your 2025 now. Do not wait for 2025 or for crossover night to start planning. Arrive 2025 before other people. And the way you can do it is to start planning now. And I said that for you to start doing that, the first thing that you need to do is to review your 2024. That's where you should start. You need to ask yourself very important questions. How was my 2024? The things that I set out to do in 2024, was I able to do them? If not, why? Are there things I need to improve on? That's the first thing I talked about. And the second thing I said, start planning the things that you need to do in 2025. Write them down. Sit with yourself, reflect, ask yourself questions. Begin to write them down. Oh, I have to go to this place in 2024. Oh, I have to register for this course in 2024. Oh, personal development is on my list in 2025 rather. Just be writing them. Are there also things that you did not do in 2024 that you need to move over to 2025? You move it over, you outline it. Third thing I mentioned was what? In the place of prayer, enter 2025. You are speaking. If I am favored, you are speaking. 2024, doors are opening for me. Hey. I have speed in 2024. I leap over a wall. I run through a troop. You are declaring. You are speaking. Everything is working out for my good. You are speaking. In 2025, nothing shall by any means harm me. You are speaking. Doors are opening for me in 2025. I have resources, human resources, financial resources. You are speaking. You are speaking. And then the fourth thing I talked about was take action. Take action. Take action. And I said, faith without work is dead. Faith is doing. You trust God enough, you believe Him enough to take one step, to start, to move. That's the fourth thing I talked about. I said act. Act on all of those things that you've written down. Start small, then move up. Start small, then move up. And then I think the last thing I said was determine that nothing is going to stop you. No excuse. No, we're not giving ourselves any excuse in 2025. By the time 2025 ends, we're going to say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I was able to do the things that I planned to do, the things that I set out to do. So these are just a few things that I feel that if you're able to, do them now, before we say Happy New Year, it's going to set everything in motion for you. It's better you start planning now. Don't wait for 2025 to start planning. And I just genuinely hope that this, because I was going to cancel for this evening because I had stuff to do. I just even started doing it, some documentations and all of that. But I said, okay, you know what, let me come and, do this. Just spend a little time. And we've spent like 39 minutes. So, and I just hope that the little time that we spent this night, that, it meant something to somebody. And this is me just saying thank you so much for joining, for some of the persons who joined us today. Is it Elga Ma? Forgot, like, some of these names. I don't like to read people's names. Thank you so much for joining us. Jane, thank you for joining us. God's daughter, thank you so much for joining us. James from Texas also, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Pratik, thank you so much. You engaged me a lot today and I appreciate that. God's daughter also, you engaged me a lot. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you joined. And Oluchi, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And this is where we're going to be calling it an evening. Thank you one more time. Please, by all means, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've not been posting a lot of content lately because work. But just subscribe and just feed on some of the content that I posted earlier than now. And also, if you want to be part of our growth community, I've not even paid attention to the growth of that community, but I mean, I'm going to I'm going to take it seriously, right? So, but you can be part of our growth community. I'm building something with that growth community, and the earlier you join, the better for yourself, right? So, thank you one more time for being part of this conversation. I will see you next time, all right? Bye, everybody.